Hey guys, just before we go into the battle, I just want to give a quick disclaimer. This is only our first couple of games. I think you've had, what, 3 games?
So this is my 3rd game.
I've had about 7 now, I think. So if we get things wrong or we mix things up, please let us know. We apologize. We're doing our best to get fully caught up on the intuition of the rules here. So we hope you enjoy. Thanks for watching. Continuing the Imperial Civil War, the victorious forces of Hochland are pressing hard against the troops of Averland. The Baron of Averland has summoned as many troops as he can to make up for the losses of the last battle.
The veteran Hochlanders, having driven through first the Averland lead force and then some goblins that were in the territory, are the force you are familiar with, but a few little tweaks today. We do have our ubiquitous swordsmen with their halberdier detachment. Our artillery train has continued to hopefully do us well, 50-50. Our great swords, they've always delivered for us. We do have our wizard leading that force as usual. Our battle standard bearer there with the always present Griffin banner. We did actually make one change from our handgunners here. Our 2 detachments, or not even detachments, but 2 units we've had, is one of the comrades has been promoted to a full engineer. He will be escorting the artillery train, and the captain has actually, from the knights, gone home for a period of time to rest, and he took the regular knights with him and left a detachment of the inner circle knights after some much experience they have gained.
Interesting. And the Baron of Averland has summoned what troops he can find. He has found a roving band of flagellants that are pious and willing to fight in the name of Sigmar, led by Sister Sigurd, the warrior priestess, joined by a witch hunter, I haven't decided on a name yet, who will be the general for today. Leading the rest of the force, we have Captain Van Horst. He was able to make it out from that last battle despite seeming to have died. He somehow managed to pick himself up. And yeah, he will be leading the detachment of Empire troops today. We have a unit of 20 thrusting spears with a detachment of swordsmen, 9 strong, and a 5 strong detachment of handgunners. As well, we have a 20 strong detachment of halberdiers with light armor and shields, with a detachment of 5 handgunners attached there. From the forestry department of Averland, we have 2 units of 5 archers hoping to use their skirmish and fire and flee for harassing attacks this game. Supporting the unit of outriders who have returned with the terrible news and having rescued Captain Van Horst from the field. They have the blunderbuss this time on the champion. It was taken from Van Horst's personal armory as a thank you for saving him. And then also the Baron has opened the armories and paid Nuln a king's ransom for 2 great cannons. And that will be today's Averland force. Alright, here we are after deployments. I won the turn to go first with 2 6s now in a row. For deployment and for going first, so we'll see how this game goes.
Feeling ominous.
So Ben has deployed. On his right flank, he's got his inner circle knights, and then some great swords, and then
there.
The annoying guy
With my artillery.
The other annoying
and
guys.
My engineer near him.
The new annoying guy.
Likely to be, I hope. My core unit with their battle standard, and my flanking force that consisted of both units of handgunners.
Nice. And again, the battle standard is the Griffin standard again?
Yes.
Yeah, I figured. Okay, and then for me, on my left flank, we put down our archers and outriders, who after deployment vanguarded forward. And then we've got a little bit of a refused flank going. We've got the spearmen here, just really weary of those inner circle knights. Their detachment of 9 swordsmen and 5 handgunners. Then my cavalry. In the spearmen is the level 2 necromancer. He has the spells that I've already forgotten. So he swapped his Curse of Years for the signature spell, and also has Deathly Cabal. Then we've got our Witch Hunter with the, I think he had the Sword of Might on him, and the Talisman of Protection, that's the magic on him. The Wizard has the Wizard's Staff and a Dispel Scroll. And then we've got my Battle Standard Bearer, as mentioned, with the War Banner. 2 cannons. We've got the unit of Halberds with their detachment of 5 handgunners directly in front of them. The other unit of archers that vanguarded forward. And my outflanking unit, which For some strange reason, I thought our flanking units popped up on the enemy side of the table, so I was going to be cheeky and put my fanatics, my flagellants and the warrior priestess on his flank, thinking that would be great. However, now they're facing down handgunners with next to no armor.
He was very confused. When
I was
Inner
very
Circle
confused.
and the greatswords both went in the center, being like, "Well, that's a weird strategy."
Yeah,
And I'm
well,
like, I
it
don't
makes more
understand.
sense now. So yes, that's my flanking force. That's our deployments, and we'll be back with turn 1.
All right, so Averland, turn 1 is the top of the round.
Yep. So we're going to kick things off with the priestess. She's going to pray to Sigmar. She's going to pray for the Shield of Faith to give her and her unit a 5+ ward save against any wound suffered. So that's just a leadership test. She is leadership 7. 5, 6, 7, 8. So Sigmar does not hear her prayers. Rather unfortunate. The other thing I'm going to do in my command phase is I'm going to use my Necromancer to cast a spell.
Your Necromancer is standing right next to your Witch Hunter, eh?
He's not a Necromancer if the Witch Hunter's asking. He's going to cast the Deathly Cabal, so that's a casting value of 10+, and until the next start of turn subphase, the caster and any unit they have joined gain a 6+ ward save against anyone suffered caused by non-magical enemy attack. In addition, while the spell is in play, the affected models gain the Fear special rule, and if they already have Fear, they gain Terror instead. So 10+2, I think I'm outside of your dispel range.
24, yeah.
So 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 does not go off.
Excellent.
All right, so that'll be that. So we'll move into my movement phase. I will not have any charges to declare, so we'll be back after remaining moves.
So,
Okay.
movement, take us through it.
So on my left flank here, my one unit of archers marched into the terrain. We're treating the columns as basically like trees, essentially. So they block line of sight unless you're within them, and they're difficult terrain. Otherwise, same with the outriders. They marched into position for next turn. And then my main battle line, my spearmen and my swordsmen marched a little bit. Oh no, they didn't march, sorry. They just moved up so that they could do the things, and then the wizard could still use his magic missile. Witch Hunter and Captain, I actually forgot to move. So I'll do them right now while explaining the rest.
Shuffle them up.
The handgunners both marched up to get out of the way of the cannons. The archers here just advanced to contact the short edge, the short linear terrain. Halberds just kind of advanced because I'm not sure where I want to do with them yet. And the flagellants are moving to try and get through the trees there. So we are going to move the Witch Hunter there, and we'll just move the Battle Standard Bearer up here. Okay, so that will be my movement phase. Obviously no charges to declare. So we're just going to go straight into my shooting phase, and I'm going to start with my archers with war bows. They're going to shoot at the closer of the two.
Central hand
Yeah, because I think the other ones might be just out of range. So we got 5 shots, hitting on 7s. Ooh.
3 to confirm.
Ooh. And then
Okay.
7s was, what was it, 5?
And then it goes to 4+, I believe.
Are we
1?
sure it's 4+? Just double checking that. And of course, it's not on the...
Buried in the rule.
Well, we'll just say it
4.
hits for now, and then we'll
Wound 4+.
come back. And I don't think they have an AP on them.
Does wound 1?
Oh, you didn't buy light armor on them. Okay. And then the only other thing I have is my assailment spell, which is range combat, so never mind. It's not a magic missile. That'll be my spectacular useless turn 1. So we'll be back with Ben's turn 1.
And despite I was hoping he would just have a reason to forget his cannons.
Yeah, I
he's
forgot my
back
cannons.
To shoot some cannons.
Yeah, so I'm going to start with this cannon. It's going to shoot through the gap between the units here. I'm going to make the initial aiming point right there.
Okay.
Pointing it directly into your character. Then we're going to roll and get 4 inches for the landing point.
That's perfect. That's literally perfect. Now
does
stick
it
in the
stop?
ground.
It
Stick
probably
in the
will.
ground.
It will
literally.
bounce, what, into the second or third rank?
4 inches. Yeah, 3rd rank.
Okay. Now, it technically is hitting your character, but I believe you get your lookout, sir.
Yeah. Well, we could have counted that, but it still is.
Yep,
What's
okay.
that, sir?
So then just 3, anything but 1, because it's strength
Yeah.
10, AP -3. Yeah. I'll take that. The most damage I've done to your sword unit in the last 2 games. Wait, no, I shouldn't say that. I shouldn't say that.
Man, good sir.
I shouldn't say that. The Night Goblins did work. That's the only damage I've done to your swordsman
You
with my
wiped
Empire
that out
Force.
to a man.
Next, we're going to have this gray cannon is going to try and take on some of your war machines. So I'm going to aim right here.
Are we not having the that ruin stop the cannonball?
Well, this is for the initial shot. I'm hoping it bounces past
over the
that
wall? Okay.
Oh, it goes way over the wall. Into your mortar, maybe? So it's going to land on your mortar or right behind your mortar?
Right behind the mortar, pretty much.
It's on the trail of the mortar, I think. So
10 inches?
Do you actually even hit the mortar or just the crew?
You hit the crew. Well, when you're shooting, you use the toughness of the machine, barring template, but like really, it's pretty much lands like where he is sitting.
And then bounces through. So I'll get one guy then? I'll kill one of your crewmen. I'll take
sure, yeah, as a template, I think that's how it works. We'll take it a crewman.
All right, so that was not worth the 250 points I spent on them. Yet.
Turn one.
Yet. I'm going to wait for your knights to come closer so I can grape shot them. And that will be my turn one, and now we'll be back with Ben's magic spells. All right, turn one, Hochland. There we go.
Yeah. The only potential charge was going to be the knights into the outriders. They've got their fire and flee. The range I have on them, not quite comfortable. I could likely make the charge until they flee and then have zero chance of catching them. Potentially I could have redirected into the archers. Really, I'm just going to end up being out of position, giving them free shots. I think this turn it's better. I'm just going to move into a better position so that if they flee, I've got redirect targets. So we're going to just go straight into our remaining moves.
All right, we'll be back.
We'll be back after that. Okay, so for the movement, we moved the detachment up to the wall. Swordsman marched up down the road. The engineer has moved over to this side here towards the artillery. The wizard actually went to the other side of these ruins here himself so that he can see out a little better. And then swordsman marched up, and the knights have marched as well to bring the threats and the flank up there. Obviously, the artillery and our handguns have remained stationary, so we can go right into our magic and shooting. First thing we're going to do, we're going to try and probably fire this mortar, which I think we're going to want to fire up maybe at the halberdiers there.
Okay.
So we will hopefully grab one of these that doesn't like to misfire all the time and go wild ham. Center the unit. It's going to go way over, but it does look like it would probably centers there. Be able to land on the cannon crew.
Well, at least 2 hits on the crew and a partial on the other crew member. How does that work with war machines? Is it,
well, it's a template, so in this case it'll hit the crew. Normally if it was just direct shooting, like my handgunners, I would shoot the gun.
Right, okay.
And then in combat I kill the crew. Template hits the stuff under the template, so it can't hurt the gun at strength 2. We will try and confirm the extra crew. Does confirm.
That might be a cannon gone right off the bat.
Well, it's wounding on 5, so I'm not taking out all 3 of them.
He says that now.
Oh, for a second I thought those 4s were 5s. But...
Same, actually. So 1 crew member dead.
All right, just payback. Mortar like to go flying.
Now, does that count as a panic test?
I don't think the crew reduces the unit's strength even.
Okay. Well, we'll go with that. We'll figure it out for the next
Yeah,
time.
I don't think it reduces the unit's strength. I think the unit strength is just war machine.
Okay.
Yeah,
no, that's fair. That's fair.
So yeah, I think you're safe.
Okay.
We'll go into the Hellblaster. Hellblaster here is going to just shoot across into the spearmen that we don't really like. And let's
I'm
see
not
how
giving
she
him a
does.
third one because I don't want him jinxing it now. 2 shots. Ooh.
But
2 shots with a misfire.
he's going to re-roll it. Engineer.
4 shots, okay.
Still
and
better.
The third die.
Oh, that one's on a wall. So not bad.
Okay.
Engineer did
12
his job.
shots.
And 3.
Hitting on 3s or 4s normally.
6, 9, 12. So he does hit
Oh,
on...
can they use his ballistic skill and the reroll?
I think it's an either or.
Okay. We'll check that.
We've got the book.
All right, so it is an either or. So unfortunately, not using the engineer's ballistic skill.
But he does get 2 shots instead of a misfire. So
that's fair. That's fair.
Pays off.
And
they really
look at all
want to
the
hit.
6s. Holy
That's on
shite.
5s. We need. Yeah, missed 3 out of 12. So.
And Ben was saying before that his Hellblaster never seems to perform.
No, I said it doesn't generally survive a battle. The one time it went hot, in the first time we faced each other, actually, coincidentally rematch, was the only time it survived a battle without killing itself.
That's fair. What strength?
So strength 5, so these are just straight
2s.
2s. One of them fails, so it should be 8.
That'd be really good.
3,
A ward save right about now.
6, 8. Do they have a word save?
No,
Oh, that was your
because I did
spell.
get the magic off. So
all right,
7.
so 8.
All right, and then a panic test with a reroll from the BSB and the leadership of the general. Oh, definitely rerolling. 6, 7, 8. Thank God. Okay.
Quick sec. What banner do you have?
The war banner.
So I don't think it rerolls panic,
Battle
does it?
standard banner.
Yeah,
Doesn't it
that's
reroll
for
panic
break
tests?
tests. I think the Imperial banner is what gives him panic and other stuff.
All right. Then
Now-
they panic.
It's not like the old panic, remember?
No,
He's just
but-
going to probably give ground in good order.
That does force a panic check on everything within 6, does it not?
Nope. There's
Doesn't
no,
it?
not unless he flees through something.
Okay.
It's not as bad.
Okay.
It's not a whole battle line destroying leadership test.
Yeah, because they are still
Unless
over
you're-
50% of the starting
Unless you're
strength,
under 50%.
which they are not yet. So it's 2d6, discard the lowest, and fall back for give ground in good order.
That hopefully is on just a little quick one.
Hopefully.
Make panic tests. Okay, so what happens if it fails a panic test? It will fall back in good order because you have more than the thing. Moves directly away from the enemy shooting as described on 134 for a panic test. 134 for the fallback in good order is roll 2d6, discarding the lowest, and automatic rally.
All right, so I rolled. I got a 5 and a 2, so they're going to fall back in good order directly from the Hellblaster, so I'll move that and be right back. Okay, of course. Oh, wait, no, okay. I was going to say, of course, now that puts my characters closer, but I forgot about my handgunners.
Yeah, no, you're still okay.
Okay. So not as bad as I was thinking, because
Nope.
again, I'm still, when I panic, I'm still thinking 7th edition panic, which is
Only if
a
you flee
pain.
through your units. It's not. The only 6-inch bubble is if you fled from combat.
Right, yes. the
Or
break
were
from
just
combat.
destroyed.
Yeah,
Neither of which happened here.
thankfully. I mean, you knocked out almost half the unit.
Okay, so we will, you know what, while we're here, we'll go into the little engineer who can. He does have the Ruby Ruin, so he's going to try and cast a fireball. He will
the
probably
range
just
on
shoot it, 24,
Okay.
straight at the handgunner detachment there.
All right, and what's the casting value?
So it's going to be his 2d6. It's a bound level 2. 13.
I will attempt to dispel with my not wizardly dispel. Nope.
I've not used battle magic, so it is a magic missile of some sort here, as everyone has seen me been with the elementalism for this list, and it just felt fitting to stay. There's actually 2d6 strength for, no AP, flaming. That doesn't matter. So 2d6, 8, 2, 4, 6, 8. Goes to wounds on 3s.
And that'll be that
That'll
whole
be
unit.
the 5 of them.
Okay, so the fireball completely destroys the unit, and we're pretty confident causes a panic check on both the archers and the other handgunner unit.
They're out, so just the 2 other missile units.
Okay, so for the archers, 5, 6, 7, 8. Please be within 12 of my general.
They
Yep.
are, yeah.
And they are as well. So the archers are fine, and handgunners are not. So they'll run where?
Directly away from the strongest not fleeing enemy unit, which in this
Okay.
case is...
Well, I guess in this case they'll just... Do they flee or do they fall back? And go
They fall back in good order as
Okay.
normal.
So hold 2 inches. No, 3
That's
inches.
3 inches.
Okay. And we're confident it's closest strongest unit in this instance?
Let's just go back because, hey, early
know.
matches, we want to make sure we're learning it right now.
That's 13 inches there.
Combat. It was right before the color psychology. So, yeah, nearby friend destroyed. Once all tests have been made, any unit that failed will flee directly away from the nearest enemy unit, which is not itself fleeing.
Okay, so your
Actually,
swordsmen are within, I think, just within 13. They are just within 15.
Closest 15. Yeah, we're
it'll
so
be
directly away from them.
Okay, so I'll move that, and then do you have any other shooting?
We do. That
Alright,
was
so-
yeah, his missiles. So he still has a magic missile and the handgunners.
All right, let me move them, and then we'll continue with Ben's shooting.
That's only 15, but we do have our vortex.
You.
Our vortex.
Now, remember, you can't have it placed in such a way that its base is over a model.
No, but it is lethal terrain we can put straight behind you.
Except I've got skirmish.
Well, it's still you still have to move around it,
That's right.
and then not necessarily hug it. So we're gonna try and cast that.
Okay. Oh, I was really hoping that'd be another one.
It does go off. I'm pretty sure 6 goes
And
to
I've
10.
already used my Fated Dispel to attempt to dispel your bound spell.
Yeah. So that puts the 3-inch template down. Now, I guess you know what, you can move straight past that.
Well, depending. With the fire and flee, it's directly away from the enemy, so it's not a bad spot in that
If
situation.
you fire and flee, but you could just move around to the other side of it.
Yes, but then I'm risking the negative modifiers for my moving and shooting.
I figure like you're probably going to do that anyway to at least be back outside of my movement portion.
I don't know. That's a really tempting block to shoot at because I'm like strength 4, -2 with my blunderbuss.
What we can do is maybe put it right here. Oh, when does it move? Moves at the start of each player's turn?
I think so. Like Fanatics is supposed to start.
Ooh, so I
Which
could
I
put
think
it,
we did Fanatics wrong last as well.
Yeah, so I can put it straight behind you and hope it drifts into you.
You could, but if you... Oh! If the aiming point's within 18 inches, I can attempt to dispel with my wizard.
Oh, is that the thing? Where is your wizard? Oh, way up there. 18 inches, eh? And to get more than that is mine. I mean, I'm still going to probably do it. Yeah, I think I will
Okay.
put it right behind him. So
Okay.
it's not on you.
And that is within 18?
And
him?
yes, it is.
Okay, so your casting value was
that was
6 plus
10.
4.
Was the total?
So I get plus 2, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I'm
You
going
need
to
to beat it.
expend my dispel scroll, maybe? I don't know. What does it do again? If it hits me?
Oh, we don't need line of sight to do it? Oh,
Well, it has been placed and I did attempt to
Yeah.
dispel. I'll take it back if you really want.
Well, the one thing I did forget. Oh, but it's going to move. I don't know.
Yes.
I'm keeping it there.
Okay, and what does it do?
So it is a dangerous terrain.
And does it drift? Because not all of them drift.
It does drift around. We'll just read it out. So it's a dangerous terrain, blocks line of sight, which is what I was thinking. I could put it in front of them to make them move around it. And it does move a d6 random direction every start of turn subframes. And anything it moves over or touches is a d3 plus 3 strength 4 AP1. So it does hit medium hard, especially against small units. It is a random drift. Yeah, not the end of the world, but also, I mean, it could very much drift over both of those units and damage them quite hard. Could drift away from them.
I'll burn my dispel scroll.
Okay.
So, yeah.
So
it
you say you
dispels.
didn't have a 1, so it auto stops it. The only thing would have been if one of your dice was already a 1 and it dispel or miscast. So we'll go into the rest of the shooting. That was the wizard. The only His magic missile had no target. He was using his thing and had moved. So we'll go into the handgunners. Handgunners here. We might as well shoot in them, and we didn't drive you that far away. So we'll start with the outside unit. 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. The guy, and that I think was their only target now. Oh, we do have flagellants there, but I think we'll, for this turn, shoot at the handgunners.
Okay.
Though their target was going to be the archers.
Yeah, I was going to say, you might want to shoot the archers with that unit, because the other
they're
unit
going
will
to
be in
shoot through the
partial
wall.
cover.
Yeah. So these guys are going to shoot at them. Don't mind the creaky old house. It's fine. These definitely miss. We needed... 4 is also miss, because you're definitely going to be over half range. So 3. Wounding on 3s.
Okay.
That was for the
archers. The archers, right.
Yeah. 4, 6, 8,
9.
9. Yeah, 3.
Yeah,
6,
I
9,
did kill
and the
one.
black. Yeah.
And these are on the handgunners.
Yeah. So these are going to shoot the handgunners. They also need 5s. 4 so close, and 3s. At least we get 3 there.
That's a panic test. And now they're listening. Oh wait, no, they already panicked this turn. It's not another panic test.
Yeah, actually, that's only 1 per face,
Yep.
so they've already done a panic. That is the shooting. Everything else is out of range, or we've done it. So shooting, there's no combat. That's the end of Hochland turn.
All right, that was pretty successful. Let's see if Averland can bounce back.
Averland, top of turn 2.
Yep, so I'm just going to go straight into my prayer. Going to attempt to give them the ward save on the flagellants. 5s. Really?
Is it?
Oh, wait,
Hello?
it's a leadership test. Yes, sorry.
Hello?
I'm
You
thinking
make it?
magic. So yes, they have the ward save now.
I was like, wait a minute. How low is his leadership?
Yeah,
That's not right.
she's a 7. And then I'm going to attempt to give them the fear and the ward save with casting value 10 plus. Nope. That's 6, 7, 8. So once again, no magic. And do I have any charges to declare? I don't think so. So we'll go straight into remaining moves and be back after that.
So take us through that movement.
Okay, so started with on the right flank, the flagellants marched into the tree line there to get some cover to move up against the handgunners.
Yep.
Halberdiers have moved about a half inch outside of the range of the handgunners, forcing them to potentially move if they want to shoot.
Fair.
Handgunners and what's left of the archer unit, the archers and what's left of the handgunner detachment are going to stand and shoot. Cannons obviously didn't move. The spearmen just kind of advanced a little bit, just as well, literally just outside of the range of the Hellblaster, and their detachment moved with them. The archers moved just outside of 6 inches. He's actually up on the hill. He's just not stationary, so that they can still stand and shoot when the knights decide to charge them, if they do. And the outriders moved over here. I am going to take the negatives for moving and shooting, but I want to shoot into your war machines. So we'll be back with some shooting. Okay, so kicking off the shooting phase with the moving outriders. They're going to shoot at the Hellblaster and its crew. So the sharpshooter has ballistic skill 5 and ponderous, so he would start at a 2 plus
skill
and go to a 4 plus. So I'm going to roll him first because he gets 1 shot that then could potentially become extra hits, and he misses. That's a shame.
Good. Now the rest,
We're hitting on
shots,
6s.
ponderous moving 6s.
I see at least 2 6s, 3
3?
6s. That could be enough. Yeah, only 3 hits, so you've got 3 crew. I am strength 4, so I'll be winning on 3s.
Well, you shoot at the gun.
What?
When you're shooting a not template, you're shooting at the gun.
That seems weird, but okay. So I kill nothing. Amazing. All right, we'll be back with the rest of my shooting. All right, so that was a little eye-opening.
We just had to double-check the split profile rules that we were doing it correctly.
So the rest of my shooting, I'm going to start with the archers here. Going to shoot into your knights. I moved, so -1. I think you're over or under half.
I think you're under half, yeah. Looks certainly under 12.
Yeah. So just hitting on 5s.
Okay.
1 hit, and strength
on
3
4s.
to toughness 4.
The inner circle do have the 2+ save.
Okay, I was going to say, if you roll a 1, I'm going to laugh. And then over here, these archers, you know what, actually, I'm going to have them shoot back at your handgunners.
Okay.
So I'll target the ones
shots.
that shot them, so it's just the range modifier. Oh, wait, that's too many dice, sorry. I'll re-roll that because there's only 4 of them. So the nicest shot as that would have been. Okay, well, almost
Still
the
fair.
same.
Yeah.
So 2 6s getting hits.
So
and then
wound on 4s.
To wound, 1 wound. Well, actually, just 1 dead.
1 dunner dice.
And then these lone handgunners are going to shoot the same one.
Okay.
Getting a hit. Getting 1 dead. So that's not bad. And then the cannons. Still not quite enough to force a panic test. The cannons are going to shoot at your swordsman. So this one is going to have his initial shot hit. Actually, yeah, him. He's going to shoot right over here, aiming for your character. I'll drop it right there, just on the edge of the wall. And I'll bounce 4 inches in.
Okay. Oh, that's your extra range, isn't it, first?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Sorry, I meant, yeah. So he'll land 4 inches in, so it'll just clip past your character and land in that right at the start of the second rank.
Okay.
And he'll bounce 2 inches, so hitting an extra rank, I think.
So 4. Yeah, you're going to land just at the second rank. Really, you're going to hit 2 ranks.
2 ranks. All right, I'll take that. 2 potential hits. Killing 1 guy.
Swordsman. Okay.
The second one will do the same thing, except this time, yeah, you know what? Might as well. No, because that's not a lot of space to bounce. I will aim slightly off your character in the hopes that I still will clip him because of where the base is, so it's right on the 1.
Okay.
Yep, going way past. And clipping nothing.
Okay.
So once again, my cannon's not making back their points.
I don't have monsters. That's where they make their points. Big solo targets.
All right, Hochland commands phase.
Phase, yeah.
Sorry,
you know what? We're going to put the Plague of Rust on the handgunners. It probably, for the stuff that's shooting at them, like the artillery, is not going to be necessary, but we're going to do it anyway, just in case. Goes off with a 10, 14.
Yeah, unless...
Not the biggest difference.
You know what? I'll make my faded just as an attempt. I could always roll boxcars, which I don't.
Close. Tyrol. Okay, so they have -2 armor, which is with their heavy armor. That's it. There is nothing else in my command phase for this turn. While we're here, we were already plotting out the charges. Did give consideration to trying to charge them with the infantry, but again, that fire and flee, real annoyance. But we are going to charge with the knights. They're going to try and charge up into the archers,
okay,
and hopefully leave them in a decent position there, rather than just ignore them walking around.
Okay.
We might as well just try.
So that's all your charges to declare?
That's going to be the only charge.
So then I declare charge reactions, and I'm just going to flee.
Straight flee.
Yep.
Okay.
So they flee 2d6, 4, 5, 6 inches.
And I charge 2d6, picking the highest.
It's a 5.
Plus a swift stride.
3. So let us move my archers, and then we'll see if he can contact me. Give me 1 moment. Here we are. I've fled. Let's see if he's got enough with the -1 for the terrain.
So yeah, their movement is 7. Plus I had an 8, so essentially another 7. So we're at 14. 14 will just not make it to you.
Yeah. With that -1, it'd also be
Can I
technically 13.
redirect into them?
All right, so we just double checked. Yes, he can attempt to redirect because it is a valid target. The unit can only stand or flee. It cannot do anything else, including fire and flee, unfortunately. So it is a leadership test, and they do have the veteran keyword, which will help.
Yeah, so I get to re-roll leadership test, which would be this. So we do make the test. We're going to attempt to redirect.
I will flee.
So you'll cheer and flee.
And then plus Swiss Stride. That's cocked. 6, 7. So flee is 2d6?
You're going to be 2d6 because you're not doing
so
your
everything.
modified.
So 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So I'll move again, and then we'll see. All right, so I fled
they
again.
Moved their highest dice was the 5. I think it's still just now a straight failed charge.
Well, and you do. Oh, yes,
and
that's
Swift
right.
Strides was 3.
Yeah.
So they just shuffle forward. They're essentially, I'm going to put their flanking units like here.
Oh, you could just take them off the movement tray and put them on if you wanted.
Well, it's just, yeah.
But that's easier. So yeah, the front line is where those two horses
The
are.
front line is essentially because 8 inches was going to get me just shy of clearing that pillar line. So their front line will be essentially there.
Okay.
And that's the thing. We'll go into remaining moves.
Yep.
For everything left.
All right, we'll be back after that.
So we had some attempts at exciting movement. The knights ended up here on the line as you saw at the end of the charge phase. The great swords have done a wheeling march. Core units here, the swordsmen and the halberdiers have both mostly just done a pivot on the spot in order to adjust their forward facing and charge arcs. The wizard just leapfrogged over here, so he had line of sight towards these outriders, and that's the movement for the turn. Our missile units obviously have not moved, so we can go right into our potential shootings.
Okay. What do you want to start with?
Let's start with the mortar, I think. The mortar, I think, might try and repeat a shot over onto the
my halberd.
The halberdiers. Yeah, I think that's where we're gonna go. Let's hope it doesn't go flying off into the nether
Like that.
like every time. That pretty much looks like probably nothing.
I was gonna say maybe the flagellants.
I don't even think the flagellants. 10, no, straight to nothing.
We just don't like that tree apparently.
We're gonna do that. You stayed out of range of the Hellblaster.
Yes.
Except for the archers.
Which I don't care about anymore.
I mean, it's almost not worth risking the blow up, but I do have the engineer nearby, so we're going to just try and do it anyway.
Okay.
To shoot at them. He really wants them deleted. 10 and 2 and 6. Oh
Okay.
my god, 18 shots. In this case, they can use his ballistic skill instead. We didn't need to reroll his misfire. So 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, and it was 18 shots. 18 shots. His ballistic skill is 4. So we normally on 3s, over half goes to 4s. I'm pretty sure this is just some dead archers. We didn't whiff that hard.
There's 2 4s in there still.
4s hit.
Oh, right, yes. Yep.
They do this time and just wound on 2s. Yeah, they're gone.
Yep. Ah. Panic.
Oh, yes, they
panic.
were unit strength 5, so within 6 inches.
The detachments. 4, 5, 6, 7 is good. And the parent units. Shoot.
They are not.
All right, well.
They're still above half, so
Yep.
let's give ground.
6 inches. Okay.
Now, in this case, the closest unit is actually now the knights.
Yes. So that's still good for me. So
They're
I'll
gonna-
move that, and we'll be right back with the rest of the bed shooting. Okay, so they actually clipped the cannon, and then I rolled the leadership for the cannon, and they rolled double ones, so they're completely okay.
But they do bounce through quite far now.
And then the general who was here, and he also was within 6, so yeah, he's
fine.
good. All right, so that's not great for him though.
I don't think he was quite that close. He was probably, they were in line with each other, so I think he would be up there.
We'll go with that. I'll take the bonus because I don't want him getting.
You
shot
do want
off
him a
the
little
table.
bit further away.
Okay, but yeah, so that happened. My
That really
spearmen
shifted
are
out of battle line.
not in a great spot, so that's okay. What else do you have to shoot?
Okay, well, I think, have put... He was staying out at 24 deliberately, that's right. He's got his ruby ring, but he's got no targets left. We'll go into the mage, I guess. He's got a wind blast, which just before I do, because it does require you to give ground afterwards, I've got these handgunners up here. This one is within half range for a bunch of them. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to shoot these guys at the handgunners.
All right, now does skirmish add any negative modifiers?
It does.
All right, so
I'm
they're,
pretty
they're
sure at
in
least it used
skirmish
to.
formation, and
6.
they are also in concealment. Partial concealment, it's only -1.
6, 8, 1.
So I don't know what. I think skirmish is just a -1.
Yes, but you're in half now. So normally on 4s, skirmish goes to 5s, concealment
partial
goes
concealment
to
goes to
6s. At least it doesn't go to 7s. We do get 1 wound on 3s. It does wound.
All right,
So
and
that's-
-1.
They have no armor actually. They have the rust, so they're just dead.
Oh, fine. Be that way. Then
It was
take
a
this guy. Yeah, I forgot about the rest.
Yeah. Okay, so that is them. We'll go into the Wind Blast. Well, I've got it here because the other one has some good targets elsewise. So that's just going to cast a 2d6.
Just once, I'd like to see you misspell. I don't.
I don't.
I did do the Fated Dispel earlier this turn, didn't I?
Oh, okay.
Because I tried to dispel the.
And
Oh no, I didn't. Because you rolled a 14.
No, you didn't.
Okay, so I will try it. Nope. Well, yeah, no. So at level 4, it helps so much.
Okay, so the Wind Blast was a D3 plus 3.
Okay.
So that's 6. There's a 5 here. And that is a Strength 5, AP 1, and then the unit must give ground. Hopefully we can just kill him because they're wounding on 2s.
Well, that'll be the unit.
While we're on him, we will throw at our little vortex. Which I'll just look up the casting here.
I think you said it was 10 last time.
Yeah, but it's 6, 7, 8. The 12 is going to go off. Need this on its own page almost. Vortex is a 9, so it does go off. That's the one that puts the little template down. Obviously, at this stage, it cannot hit anything. We've learned that. But it does block line of sight. It's going to be, hopefully, something I can use to my advantage. I guess you use the Fated Dispel. So
yeah, it depends on where you put the aiming point, because if it's within 18 of my
Ooh,
wizard.
yes, it does. So it has to be within 15. I think we're just going to probably put it straight here on this cow that we don't like. Yeah. We'll just move this cow. But it will at least help cut off a cannon towards this direction.
So that is within 18. So I will attempt to dispel. So you got 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 is your total?
12, yes.
Nope.
Okay. So we'll leave that additional template I've got there. And then we have the last handgunner unit that is going to... None of those units I can panic bomb you with because they're now under unit strength 5. I also actually have less shots here. I have 8, 6, 7, and 8. But we'll shoot at the the archers there that we were shooting at before.
Okay.
Just the 2. No 5s would hit.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because they weren't in concealment.
Wounding on 3s. So 3 of the archers.
Okay.
Enough to at least make a panic test. And that actually will be all of the shooting. They're totally fine.
Apparently fine.
Yeah.
He is apparently fine.
War Machines, magic, everything. Oh my god, it does not like to stand. I need to weight that.
That's fine.
It's laying down. That is, and with no combat, despite my best attempts, it is into Averland top of 3. So Averland top of 3, you do have a command step.
Yep, so I'm going to attempt the priest's prayer. She's going to attempt the ward save again. Yep, just. And then the necromancer is going to attempt to give them fear in a ward save. Nope. It's pretty consistent that he hasn't cast a single spell this game.
He's really scared of the witch hunter being nearby to put a lot of power into it.
Okay, so that will be my command phase. There's no charges to declare. We'll be back after remaining moves. Okay,
so the movement.
So, the flagellants continue to march through the tree line. I probably should have just charged them up the center, but there's a good chance they would have already been dead by now if I did that. So, it is what it is. Learning experience. Handgunners moved over to get out of the way of the halberdiers who marched forward. The archer, likewise, he's just going to sacrifice himself by moving forward. Over here, my spearmen marched to get through the cannon. The necromancer left before they marched, and the general joined them. And the swordsman just fell back 2 inches. So that's where I am at the end of my movement. So we're going to roll into shooting. I'm going to put these 2 handgunners up the hill at your unit of handgunners.
Yeah.
Hitting you on 4s, becoming 5s for range.
They stayed stationary there?
Becoming 6 for moving, thank you. Or is it becoming 7?
7 for ponders.
Yeah. So that gets
it. Confirm.
Yes.
Does confirm.
And then
3 to wound.
Yeah, I kill a handgunner. Still not quite enough casualty.
Ooh, actually 5, 6, 7, 8. So no, you need 3s to get 25%.
Oh, I was gonna say I can't do it with 1 more. turn my archer into
two
it.
of them is exactly 25. So to
Oh,
get
well,
over,
then
you
I'll-
need a third.
Right, yeah, it does stay over, not at now.
Yeah.
Well, I'll put the archer into your swordsman, because why not? That would be why
Doesn't
not.
matter.
Okay, the archer is telling me something. So then the cannons. So I could potentially hit your swords. I would only really be able to hit the far left of it, so I wouldn't be able to get more than 3 hits. And they don't have any shots to the rest of your army, so I think I'm going to shoot both my cannons at your greatswords, because that seems to be the best target at this point.
Okay.
So this one...
Both units over here, yeah, are equally
will
offensively threatening.
put its aiming point right here from his corner. And bounce, or land 6 inches further. Right on your front rank.
Right on the front rank, okay.
Do I stop or do I keep going? I keep going, so I'll hit.
So 3 rank.
All right, so wounding on 2s. And it's negative 3.
Yeah, it is no longer completely ignores armor, but it's still going to be enough to ignore
Potentially
full
hurt
plate.
you.
I'm pretty sure. What is a great cannon while we're at it?
I think it's negative 3, and then it said, or maybe
And
it was
an armor
negative
bane?
2.
I remember I looked up dwarf ones, but not the great cannon to know if it's any different.
Yeah, it's weird to me that
It
the
is-
Empire has a bigger cannon than the dwarves. Shouldn't it be the other way around?
Well, dwarves are small. They still got to push it.
Yeah, strength 2, AP 3, armor bane 2. On top of that,
Strength 3, AP 2.
AP 3.
Oh,
armor
AP
bane 2.
so yeah,
it's
full
the
plate is
dwarf
gone.
cannon is AP 2.
Yeah.
Okay, so but that's not quite 25%. Do I want to put the second one into the knights or into them again?
I mean, at the moment, the knights, despite where the second rank sits, you would have 2 ranks.
Yeah, no. What was your starting unit strength on the great swords? 13?
They were at 15, so
I would need to kill
starting
2
you'd
more
need
to
to get
be-
6, and there's only 2 ranks left, so you wouldn't be
only
able to even
two.
make a test.
Interesting. Likewise with the knights.
And
Honestly.
the knights were started at 9. I had to
Alright.
lose 1 to fit the inner circle upgrade.
Well, I will shoot them at... Yeah, I'll shoot them at the this one at the same target, because I might as well. There's not really a better shot right now. Although he could hit your swordsman. Actually, he could hit your swordsman.
Swordsmen, you want to try and take ranks off, but they
Yeah.
also are the furthest back and probably not likely to contribute a lot at the moment either. So
And 4 won't cause a panic. But I could aim for your wizard.
wizards
It'd
gonna
be really
have a
hard.
answer.
Yeah, because I'd have to hit it like right there on the other side of the fence and then bounce through, which would be very difficult. You know what? I'm going to attempt...
It is worth also
It's hard to
taking the
choose.
shots. That is exactly what off camera a moment ago we talked about, the quantity of threats. Sometimes
well, you always have...
you
more
don't want to
shooting than
lose
me.
something, but I can't shoot at everything.
You know, next game I'm just going to bring nothing but knights. You know what? I'll bring Bretonia. You'll have nothing but knights. Okay, I'm going to have this great cannon aim right here. And bounce 6 to land. Start its landing spot right past your front rank.
Does it go over or still
It will
land on
technically land on that last part of that one. So I think
it?
I'll get
Yeah,
the one
and the
hit
divider here does extend his
and
base, so
bounce away. So I'll get one more potential kill. Yep.
okay.
Okay, so I think between the two of them, they've gotten maybe their points worth back now. But that, unfortunately, will once again be my shooting phase, and then there's
No
no combat.
combat.
So we'll
That'll
throw
be
it
the
into
turn.
turn 4. Hochland.
Lasted anyway.
All right, sorry, we forgot that the vortex was supposed to move, and I could have actually attempted to dispel it, but that is okay. So it would have been there,
Well, you
and
could actually attempt to dispel it.
No,
Throw it down.
it's-
It might just dispel.
it's okay.
It's only
Unless
matter-
it bounces into me, then I'll
I was going to
attempt
say, it
dispel
only matters right now because we did do a shift there off camera a second ago. Obviously, he wouldn't have moved into it, but this is legitimately where it was going to land anyway, unless it flies back, which
Nope,
it doesn't.
goes
It goes
towards you.
forward. Realistically, I'm going to probably end it and just recast it anyway, so it's not a big deal. And then I have my Plague of Rust, which I guess we'll put on the halberdiers up
What's
there.
the range on it?
That is a 21, actually.
Is it?
Shockingly,
It
one
should
of the
be, but
long
is it?
hexes. Yes.
Yeah, that looks about 15. Okay. Target unit is within 18 inches of my caster, so I can attempt to dispel it.
That I don't know if I even knew that rule of where the targeting aiming point, but that is significantly actually does
Unless I'm doing it wrong.
extend the radius of dispelling.
I'm probably doing it wrong then.
It probably is wrong, but 6. Yeah, it goes to 10. I think it still is going to go off. I think it only needs an 8.
Okay, well, I get outclassed to my art. So let me know first off, guys, if I'm wrong in my assumptions.
Well, we can look that one
incorrect.
up as far as dispelling, but we do get an outclassed in the art. That's the first one we've gotten in the new system.
It's 2d6. 4, 5,
7.
6,
7 is usually the
is a
safest.
careless conjuration. I suffer a single strength 4 hit with an AP of -1. It wounds me. Does a mage even have armor? No, so I take a wound.
Generally not.
Does a mage have 2 or 3 wounds?
He's going to have at least 2, unless he's a wizard lord.
And we'll count up.
Oh, she's level 2, actually.
Yeah.
You've been using. So, he's got 1 wound left, or taking 1 wound either way. All right. And then they have a Plague of Rust. We do need to have a couple little tokens.
Oh, no. It is within the dispel range of the wizard that casts the spell. That's... Okay, so we'll still roll with it. I'll take the damage.
No, if you weren't going to blow up, we got to see the fun effect, but take the wound back.
Okay, fine.
You're fine. We've learned, and everybody got to see you have a attempt at a wizardly dispel. Okay, we had actually no charges either.
Well, you had a potential charge. You just are not wanting to take the risk.
Yeah, potentially a very long bomb at the swordsman that very likely is going to leave me out in the middle of nowhere getting supported charge. So we're not going to do that. We'll go right into our remaining moves.
All right, we'll be back after that.
Okay, so movement here. We did a S kind of wheel and wheel to end up there with a marching movement. The great swordsmen have marched forward some more. They're not making it very fast. Over here was the interesting part. We irresistible forced a mystical pathways to teleport my swordsman unit over to the other flank to face off towards these flagellants. And then they did a march up here to continue to support their parent. The handgunners that were kind of blocked in have shuffled backwards, and that also did open up the line of sight for the Hellblaster towards the halberdiers, hopefully. And that was the end of the movement. We will go right into the shooting, other than, of course, the wizard just shifted along to stay with the units he's leading.
Go.
So we'll go into that shooting. First thing we're going to do is we're going to fire the mortar. I think we will center the mortar over towards the wizard there, where we can also land on the cannons. If he doesn't go off into the middle of nowhere, which it definitely does. 6 inches is going to be on to nothing.
Yep.
Okay, then we will go into the Hellblaster here. Now the Hellblaster has opened up his line of sight.
Mm-hmm.
Now, hopefully he doesn't get a misfire and I can use his ballistic skill, because we are going to have to shoot through the concealment. Okay. Okay. So 12 and another 4, so 16. We can use his ballistic skill then if we didn't have to use it for the misfires. 6, 12, 15, and 16.
All right. Range and cover.
So you are, over half, and through the concealing fields, would normally put me, he's ballistic skill 4, so it would become from 3s to 5s. Okay. Do at least have some 6s in there. 4s don't convert. Doesn't.
Yeah, you pulled a 5 out.
Did I?
Yep.
I don't think so. Okay. 3, 6, 7. Wounding on 2s. 2 of them actually do fail.
Do these have Plague of Rust on them? I can't remember.
So they did the Plague of Rust. It's also completely ignoring their armor with the Hellblaster anyway. So 5.
Okay.
He's going to do the fireball from the Ruby Ring of Ruin over at him. That does go off. 6, 7, 8. The bound of 2, so 10.
I'll attempt my Faded Dispel for the turn.
It
No, it
does
will not go
stop.
off.
Okay. He's just going to try and use his snipe to snipe the one archer because I just want it out of the way. They were
Skirmish and partial
concealed.
concealment.
So I needed 5s. Okay, he's fine. They moved. These handgunners over here are going to shoot towards the flagellants.
Okay, they also get partial concealment because more than 25%, but not full concealment. I don't think, because I don't think it's over half.
Well, we can see them because you're on the edge.
Well,
Yes.
it's if half the unit is obscured, they get, over half the unit is obscured, they get full cover. I think the front 2 ranks are out, so it's only 25% of the unit.
Okay, and
So just the negative 1.
You are in half now. So 3, 6, 7 left. You do have a warrior priest in there.
And a champion.
Ooh, and a champ. You know what, at this stage, I'm going to try and shoot that champion with the sniper black dice. Which still doesn't hit because we needed... What did we need?
Negative 1.
Negative 1. So
He would have been hitting on a 3 normally, so,
yeah,
he would have
normally
needed
still
a
goes
4.
to 5s, and he would have needed a 4. So
Yep.
2 of them. Their toughness still is 3, I believe. So 2 wounds.
And then 2 ward saves of 5+.
1
I'll lose
saves.
Is Feel No Pain on top of that?
I think
How does that work? Feel No Pain
is the
just
ward save.
Well,
Yeah.
they've got, no. So they've also got the word save from her prayer,
yes.
because that just makes it a flat
So all it
5+.
did is upgrade the strength to essentially
'cause
be 5+ against everything.
Their Feel No Pain would normally be like the Bretonnian,
Bretonnian.
stuff, where it's 4 against anything strength 5 or higher, it's 5+, but against anything else, it's
Faith in any god apparently gets you a ward save these days.
yep.
Okay.
And then that other handgunner detachment.
The other handgunner
Or
detachment, they're just
What do
gonna
they want to shoot? Flagellants again?
the same thing.
Okay.
They have 9 left. 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. Now they also moved, so they're on like 7s. 1 to confirm. No,
Okay.
nothing. Okay. What's the range on pistols actually? 6 inches?
I think it's 12, isn't it?
Is it 12?
I don't know.
I don't think it's that high.
I feel like it was higher than 6.
8 inches maybe?
Armor, thrown, crossbows, black powder. Pistol is 12, strength 4, AP negative 1, armor bane 1, and quick shot.
Well, then we've got a little pistol. Oh,
Gerald!
we
More
have a
damage
pistol.
to him than me.
So we're gonna
Yeah.
pistol someone.
Nope, apparently not. Reroll that, please.
Oh, he really wanted to be a 6. That looks like a 4, to be honest.
Yep.
So
So just the
He's a
negative 1, but
ballistic
he's
skill
a captain,
5.
right? So that would have been a 2, becoming needing a 3, so it hits.
all right, and then a wound. Yes, wound.
And then feel no pain. He feels the pain.
Yay! The pistol did something.
All right.
That is shooting, and there is no combat.
All right, going into turn 4 before you even have a single hand-to-hand engagement, but you are winning the shooting war,
Oh.
unfortunately.
Actually, it wasn't all the shooting.
Oh, what's left?
The wizard.
Oh, we could have forgotten about him. That would have been fine. He's going to take a cannonball next turn.
He really hopes he doesn't. He doesn't like cannons. He is going to try and do, first off, the vortex.
Okay.
Oh, I don't think he does.
It's an 8.
8? Oh, that could be real. See, summon element of spirits needs a 9.
Should roll a double 1 sometime.
I tried double 2. I really don't want one though. He's just going to.
You could get a cast with irresistible force if you misspell.
He's just gonna do a wind blast. You know, he's just gonna wind blast the archer to finish it. It's even better, but it's going to go off even with the
I
double
really
3.
wanted that archer to not be dead. I was going to flank charge your halberds with him.
It hits him for a lot. He's
Well, you
dead.
could roll a lot of 1s.
Not that many ones.
Yeah, okay.
I did roll a lot of 6s instead. I was going to say not that many ones. That was the end of the shooting. I was actually hoping to just put the vortex and flood of the flagellants, but such as it may be, that's my turn.
All right.
We'll go into the
We're
top
back
of
to
4.
Turn 4, command for Averland. Okay, starting things off, the prayer. I'm not going to go for the ward save. I'm going to go for the re-rolling 1s in combats. I'll re-roll the 3 because it's cocked. That does not work. Okay, and then the wizard will attempt to cast Fear and Ward Save on himself. 3, 6, 7, 8. I feel like I needed a 10. Wow, necromancy is not necessarily the right thing to use. All right, so charges. I have no charge to declare. We'll be back after remaining moves.
So Averland top of turn 4 movement.
Yep, so over here, again, just bounced back with these
retreat.
guys a bit. Move these guys forward just a little bit. They stayed stationary. Handgunners, what's left of them, stayed stationary. The halberdiers marched forward, and the flagellants charged out of the tree line. Just at this point, I need to get something into combat so I can actually have some fun this game with some combat, because I want to see what the flagellants can do. So we're going to go straight into shooting. We're going to kick things off. Unfortunately, you're just outside of range for my grape shot.
Yes.
So they're going to shoot at your great swords. I'm going to aim here. No. Here. Hey! Finally! I misfired.
Blow up.
So, let's pull up the misfire table for black powder weapons.
Oh, that's at least on the handy guide. It's a D6.
2. Malfunction.
Is a malfunction.
Crew immediately loses a wound. The model fails to shoot and cannot shoot before the end of next round. So that's effectively out of the game now. So this one is going to make a shot all the way over there. I'm going to start my shot landing right there.
Okay.
Actually, landing right there. Bounce, lands 6 inches farther over. Right at the front.
Just in front of the
and
banner,
then
pretty
please
much.
roll big. Ah, come on.
And sticks on the ground. It wasn't the cannons this turn.
Hasn't been the cannons
Or
this
the
entire
cannons this battle,
game.
to be fair. Yeah.
And then the handgunners will just shoot your handgunners, the weakened one on the hill, needing 5s to hit, getting a hit, failing to wound anything. Okay, great. This is the way this is. Okay, so once again, that's my turn. Yeah, I know I'm really bad at playing Empire. Don't mind me. We'll be back with Hochland turn 4.
We're learning them, and you do rotate armies a lot, so that does play into as well. 6. Okay. All right. So starting step, I'm going to do the Plague of Rust. I'm going to put it on the Flagellants, only because really it's going to affect the Warrior Priest in the unit.
With the -1 for magic resistance.
So they do have magic resistance, but it's still going to go off with a 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Attempt my Fated Dispel. That's 10, so it ties. It does not go off.
Okay.
Or it does not dispel it.
Does not dispel it, yes. So that's the only starting item. We're going to go into my charges. I'm not going to completely avoid you. I am going to have the swordsman charge in to the flagellants.
I think I have to hold.
Yeah, they're immune to salvages, so they do. The knights are, I think, going to charge the detachment.
Well, if I flee, I'm off the table, so.
All right. We're going to go into that one.
Okay.
They really can't even fail, even with a double 1. Which double 6.
They're coming in.
They're coming in. So we're just going to shift them in. They can maximize as this. Boom. And over here, they get a 6 plus a 9, which was well more than enough because they really only needed like 9 inches to reach. So they're going to come in and pretty much maximize that way. Boom. Okay. And then we'll go into we'll come back in a moment after the remaining moves.
All right.
So, as you saw, our charges have gone in home. The halberdiers here have shuffled slightly sideways with the angling they already had. That's just to protect the flank of this.
Yay, I might finally get a charge.
I don't break them, but does critically still allow me to shoot into them this turn. And then the other unit, great swords, they're not going to like the potential to have grape shot in the face, but they have done a slight wheel up there, a little bit of an S just to slide over as they marched to block the spearmen from being able to close the door against the knights if I end up exactly where I am still currently, or to be a good little charge into them if things go the other way. So that's going to be it for the movement. The wizard just kind of moved over here in case somehow this breaks and overruns. And then we're going to go right into my shooting.
Okay. What are we starting with?
Shooting, we will probably start with the mortar.
Okay.
Which we're going to put on the further cannon.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
Yeah. Hopefully.
Scatter onto
Hopefully
your
it scatters into
great
some
swords?
stuff, but not the
Would be
great swords.
Well,
Goes-
I might
actually-
still hit the gun.
Yeah, it would center on the gun. It's going to go 4 inches.
I think you're still partially clipping it. Roll to confirm.
I don't even think it can hurt it. It doesn't.
Oh, yeah, it's strength.
Because it's only strength 2.
Right, okay.
You're in your toughness 6.
I
Yeah.
keep forgetting that about the mortar.
The mortar has really, the last 2 games, the first game against your Empire did great.
It did
The last 2 he
amazing.
has scattered into oblivion.
Yes. Well, didn't he blow himself up as well last time?
no.
Or no, he just missed. It was the
No, he just
Hellblaster.
missed
Yeah.
because I don't think he rolled less than like 8 inches to scatter the whole
Yes.
game. We'll go into the Hellblaster
Yep.
over here at this guy. Oh, we're going to re-roll that one. There's the engineer re-roll. Oh!
Oh!
And the third.
So 20 shots at -1.
So 20 at -1.
20 at -2 because the cover.
Um,
Am I over half?
you are over half.
So -3.
Negative
on
3.
sixes.
So going to
If
6.
you're using the engine. No, you can't use the engineer.
Can't. 2, 4, 6.
So hitting
8,
7s.
10, 12, 18, 20.
Yeah, because the ballistical the crew is 3, so they start
So it
at
goes
4.
fours?
Then 5 for the -1 for the misfire, -1 for range is 6.
Yeah.
-1 is 7.
So 7s.
Well, you got a lot of 6s.
You got a lot of 6s.
I hate this Hellblaster. I really got to get one painted up.
So these are to confirm. First, I need 4s. Still get 4. I mean, not nothing. Wounding on 2s.
Yeah,
So
okay.
it does get 4.
Oh, there goes my rank bonus.
We do like that. Let's put enough shooting into them to get a panic test. We'll go into the handgunners. How many is left? 9 in that. 3, 6, 7, 8. And for the commander, commander will shoot the champion as always. We need our 4s going to hit. Oh, you're concealed, so still need 5s.
Mm-hmm.
And you are over half.
Except
so-
for the champion.
Yeah, so we still need 6s.
So the champion hits, unfortunately.
Boom, boom, and boom. So yeah, and then wound on 3s. Both
Okay,
fail, so only the champion.
There goes
Up
my
here.
other rank bonus.
With the other handgunners who are down to 7s, they need 5s as well. He actually does need. He hits some 3s. Oh yeah, because he's not over half. He's just shooting a regular target now. Obviously, that's a miss. That's a fail. So 3 more.
Oh, hold on. Why haven't I been doing armor saves? I've got light armor and shields.
You do?
Yeah, so it would have been
A
a 6.
few were armor bane, but we'll just
Yeah.
let you roll armor saves.
Yeah, I'll do it
all
for
of
these
them.
ones because I don't remember what ones were 6s now.
So just roll for all of them.
Well,
even.
I'm only care about the champion.
Oh, okay.
So he's dead. Okay.
Oh,
and then
that's true.
these
That's the only
ones-
thing that they would have killed.
Still no. Okay.
Okay. Good catch.
And panic test. No,
They're
good.
fine.
Well, fine is a matter of opinion, but
Oh, you know what I should have done? Would have been fantastic. Instead of the wizard going here, he should have ran up and tried to put a vortex to block line of sight straight in front of the cannon.
that might have put him in with dispel range, though. Not that
I mean,
it's worth at
probably
all.
would have, but it still would have been good.
Yeah.
He is going to just wind blast the halberdiers.
You may try. Oh, for Pete's sake.
Yeah, he's going to wind blast the halberdiers. D3 plus 3, so just 4. 3, 4. That was on 2s. 3. It is an AP 1, so still
6
has
up.
armor.
And I lose another 4. Fantastic.
Just because at this point we're going to try and finish it off. He's going to do the Ruby Ring of Ruin to fireball at them. That will go off as well. Have you faded yet, even? Because I think that's the last spell.
Doesn't matter.
No, okay. 2d6, 6, strength 4. He actually only 3, but 3 is all he needs.
AP?
I think it's AP 1.
Well,
let me just double check. I'm pretty sure it is only AP 1. No, AP none. So actually, another guy's alive. Banner and Banner
Champion was
and Musician.
Whatever. I don't actually think I paid the points on the Musician on these guys again, because I struggled to actually build a list at 1,500 points.
That was all of the magic, all of the shooting. We have a vortex. Oh, there's a pair of handgunners. I guess we'll just try and drop it in front of them. It's not going off.
For once.
Yeah, so that is going into combat phase, which we actually have.
We'll be back with that.
Okay.
Kicking it off with the Knights on the poor humble swordsman.
Yes.
Which I wish were veterans for that weapon skill 4.
So we are hitting on 3s because we are weapon skill 4. And
That's
they
a fair few hits.
They have something, but I don't think it helps them. Let me just double check.
Stealing my book.
Yeah. Inner Circle Knights. Yeah, so they can re-roll, but only 1s. And I have no 1s.
Interesting. Good to know.
So we still have 4 hits. Just the 2s and straight dead. At least they don't roll rubber lances. So we do have that. And then for some steeds, 4 of the steeds are in base contact. We do have 3 of them hit. And all of them fail to wound.
Cool.
Emaciated horse legs.
Well, I don't get to fight back, so combat resolution. So you've got 4 kills to me. You're close order. I'm close order, so I'll just take that away. You have a banner, but you don't have a full rank. Anything else?
They have the war banner, yeah.
Of course they do. So I lose by 5, 6. Leadership is 8 on the general, so I need 2s. This is rerollable with the battle standard.
Yes.
4,
Despite the best
so I
effort.
will fall back in good order. No, you are more than, so I will just flee. Yeah, 5 inches. No, 7 inches. Do you wish to pursue or restrain? I guess you're supposed to choose that before I roll. But
yeah, now in this case, you're charging off the board anyway.
yeah, so I'm gone.
In this case, in a lot of cases, I would want to, but with the supporting unit there, I don't think I do. So I'm going to test to restrain and reform.
Okay.
Which they make.
All right.
And
so
they're going
that's
to
done.
restrain and reform to be able to support these great swordsmen here.
Okay.
Okay, so, and then into
The fun one.
the other fight. Hopefully a little bit more fun.
Yeah, as long as I get to fight back.
I
I'm going to take a steam tank in the next game. Just to see what it does.
think I will have the champion issue a challenge.
My warrior priest will take it.
Or not the champion, the battle standard I meant, the captain. If that changes your opinion.
What's he got again?
He does have the charm shield and a sword of might.
Then my Prophet of Doom will accept his challenge.
Prophet of Doom is going to accept it. Okay. We'll roll out his 2, because my guys will strike first here. So he's got 2 attacks. You are weapon skill
3.
3?
Yep.
It's still weapon skill is going to be 5, 3, so still on 3s. One hit.
And then strength.
So strength with sword of might goes to 5s.
Ooh, I get my 5+ ward save. I won't need my 5+ ward save.
Captain always can be counted on to fail.
I might as well do his attacks back right now. He has 2 attacks. He does not get any +1s because he did not get to Furious Charge. So I'll be hitting you on 5, I believe, or 4.
So you are weapon skill 3.
Yes.
Against my weapon skill 5, so you're hitting on 4s.
Flail hits.
2 hits.
What does flail do again?
Flail is plus 2 strength. To, I think you're strength 5.
But only in the first round of combat?
Yeah, so wounding on 3s, toughness 4.
And any AP?
It does have AP, I think, -2 to match its strength.
Quickly double checking, because I haven't played my Warriors of Chaos yet this edition, so I don't really know. Flail. Strength +2, -2, requires 2 hands.
So he's has the full plate and shield would go from 3s to 5s.
Okay.
Neither. And he does have a charm shield for one of those to have a 5+ ward. And he actually dies.
Splats! Like I said, the fun one. Sorry for the bouncing, guys. I got excited. That's the best thing my army's done all game.
Every time. Nothing. We'll
Oh, that's your Griffin standard too.
Yeah.
Oh snap. Okay.
Always just absolutely ridiculous. I cannot fight in melee, and you wonder why I don't charge.
Do you need a no? You need the general, not the general, the master
1,
of the
2,
order.
3, 4, 5. It wouldn't have mattered. He still would have failed that and died there.
Well, yeah, but he might have hit me and killed me first.
No, he wouldn't have. Not with those rolls.
Okay, fair enough.
If the same dice rolls, he'd have still been dead.
Fair.
The Empire combat characters are very weak. Now, I had bad dice rolls, so I couldn't kill an unarmored toughness 3 character on the charge with a magic weapon.
It's the
It does
flail.
feel a little weird.
It's the flail.
Flail, you just got lucky. Like you hit both and you wounded both. But we have, 5 attacks left? 3, 4, 5 plus champion?
I was going to say, it should be 6 because of the champion, right?
Yeah, because they were 5 of them there plus champion. 2 of them are just going to... I'm going to put them all in because I don't want the other flails to come back. No, you know what? 2 of them will direct at the warrior priest. Then why not?
So the
One
warrior
hits.
priest, sorry, has weapon skill of I think 4.
Or
If
5.
that matters.
4 will still hit. 1 will still miss.
Oh my gosh.
You should have toughness 4 as well.
She is 4.
Doesn't wound.
Okay.
And that leaves 3 other attacks at just flagellants to do hit. And wounding on 4s. 3 wounds.
And just strength 3, right?
Yeah.
So 6 up. Feel no pains. I will get
you
1.
do get 1.
So I will get an attack back. 1 and 2 die. Doo-doo. So he gets his 1 attack back. I think a 3 misses. No. Yeah, 3 misses.
3
So they
misses,
were the same. All right, and then my
Your warrior priest.
priestess. Keep going to the dwarf section. I think the book's trying to tell me to play dwarfs. Okay, so she has 2 attacks. She's got the biting blade. And she doesn't have hatred, but she does benefit from the rerolling 1s. So gets a hit. Strength is 4 to toughness 3.
3s.
Gets a wound at -1, I believe it was.
Nope.
Okay.
One
So
sword.
then we go to combat resolution.
Combat resolution.
So
is...
you've got 2 dead. I've got 3 technically, because your guy counts as 2. We both have a banner that will cancel each other out.
Oh, you do have a banner.
Yeah, I do have the banner.
I didn't even know they had an option for a banner.
At least I think they have an option for a banner, because
I think they have a champion.
I don't think it was a musician. They had 2 options. I know I picked both of them. Yeah, Prophet of Doom and Standard Bearer. They don't get us
neat. Okay.
duty boy.
So I have 2 ranks.
I have 1.
To 1.
So that, hold on. Let's do this properly.
Yep.
We'll put these over here. So,
the worst possible result.
okay, so we both have standard.
Yep.
We're both close order.
Both close order.
You have 2 rank bonuses. I have 1 rank bonus. Is there anything else?
I think that's it now that I don't have a battle standard.
All right, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's a tied combat, which wouldn't matter because I've got Unbreakable anyways.
Yeah. I was going to say I have a musician, but yeah, it doesn't matter. Actually, it does bounce us back 2 inches.
Does it?
Yeah. Even Unbreakable bounces,
Okay.
gives ground.
So I will.
But I'm going to
ground.
follow up, so it
All
really
right.
makes no difference.
Oh, you don't want to give me the bonus to charge on you.
Yeah, no, because it's going into your turn.
All right, that's fair.
So yeah.
Okay, so That's kind of maybe worth the 210 points I spent on the unit.
That was also just the wildest bad luck. Of course it is.
Splat. Okay, so turn 5, command step. I'm going to attempt to have the priest go do the Soulfire prayer. So it will go off.
Is it
D6, I think I said. It's D6, strength 3 hits. 1 strength 3 hit with an AP of
Does wound.
-2. So 1
does
at
just-
-2.
They only have light armor and shield.
Wow.
Just gives 1.
Okay.
At least it's only a 1. Okay.
And then my mage is going to attempt to give them a ward save and fear. 5, 6, 7, 8. Gosh.
The shirt's a 9?
I'm pretty sure it's a 10.
Oh, okay. Well,
That's
you
why
know
I'm
what?
like-
A 5+ ward and fear, potentially terror if they have fear already, is a pretty good spell.
No, that's not the red book. I know. I have not succeeded in casting a single spell this entire
Just
game.
weak rolls on that.
Okay, maybe I won't bother with level 2.
Should have.
Oh, wait, hold on. No, that's the assailment. Okay, Deathly Cabal is a casting value of 10+. I was like, it's a 7. No, that's my assailment. I need you to charge me to use. Okay, so remaining. Oh no, I do have charge to declare. The 2 halberdiers are going to charge your halberdiers.
I'm gonna hold.
I figured you would. I don't need to bother rolling, but I'll do it anyways.
Okay.
In we go. They will maybe die, maybe not. Maybe it'll be like the squigs. Who knows?
That
And
squid
then
was terrifying.
yeah, I know, right?
It was more terrifying
what?
because he was the last squig. If it had been unit, I'd be like, that's what I expect. When it was 1, I was like, this is horrifying.
I think what I'll do, because I'm going to hold off on actually doing that charge, I'm going to declare another charge. My
Okay.
spearmen are going to charge your great swords,
Okay.
because I might be able to make that happen. So we'll check. I'll roll, and then we'll check. Oh,
I don't think there's a way you can do it without contacting both units. You can definitely make the charge, but you're going to hit both units.
oh no, I just charge straight. If I charge straight forward, I'm still going to hit your other unit.
Yeah.
Anyway.
And you don't have enough of an arc that you can go any way
Yeah.
without hitting both units.
Well, I still don't really want to do that.
I mean, if you don't charge them, realistically, they're both going to combo charge you, and my knights
Well,
on the offense.
I'm thinking I could maybe kill your great swords with my blunderbuss.
Yeah, it's choices either way.
But I mean, I could get +2 to my initiative. It would
Are
be.
you sure it does? So if you
I'm pretty confident it was disordered, but I mean, my rank bonus isn't really going to do much in this instance, anyways. I could get lucky and kill all the guys. So yeah, I'm going to attempt the charge against them, and if not, then
give you the
it'll be a
flagellant,
double.
let's go.
6.
Yeah, you still make it. You have your base movement on top.
Question is, going to hit them without hitting your knights?
No, you'll be within the 1 inch.
Yeah,
You're-
click. All right, so then you would just both.
So we both close the door and max.
Should have just shot you with my cannons. All right, well, that's my charge. We'll be back with some shooting. Okay, so I should have just stayed put and let you charge me because my spears have a defensive bonus. But I'm not very good at this game.
But
so,
the knights have a lance bonus.
they
so-
have a lance bonus, but I've got grape shot. I
You
could have
do.
fallen back. And
Really,
grape shot
really,
both.
the grape shot was the defining choice.
So
If you didn't blow yourself up,
it's okay. Maybe I can.
maybe you'll still blow yourself up
That
and
is
you'll
a good
realize
way.
it wouldn't have mattered.
So this cannon is going to attempt to target your Hellblaster.
Fair.
So I'm going to put the aiming point, let's say, right here to the left of where the obstacle becomes low instead of high linear.
Okay.
And then, yeah, so
Just pretty much tell me how many inches in front of the gun.
I think it's going to miss.
It's going to go
and
right on over that.
miss everything. Okay, so then this cannon is going to aim right here. On an empty spot, I'm going to aim. I'm trying to hit your mage.
Are you trying to be chintzy, sir?
I'm going to miss your mage. I'm going to land on the other side of the mage and then
I guess you could bounce
go
into some handgunners.
nowhere.
Nowhere.
Cool.
That's what you deserve for that shot.
All right. Well, if you're gonna be like that, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go get a Hellblaster and a Hellfireball again for our next game and a Steam Tank.
I don't support anyone else owning Hellblasters, if I have a say.
Okay. So, my handgunners. They'll just shoot at the. I'll shoot the left
Handgunners?
hand, the one with more guys, at this point. So, still within range, just. Yep. So hitting you on 5s, getting a hit, getting a wound.
Blink.
All right. And that'll be my shooting. So then we'll go into combat. So
Which combat do you want to do?
we're going to do the one that has all my characters in it.
Oh, okay. We're going to be back in a moment.
Okay, so we got some combat going on here. I'm just debating if I want to declare a challenge with my Witch Hunter. I mean, you're not charging me, so you don't really have any bonuses to strength. Yeah, you know what? My Witch Hunter will declare a challenge with the Sword of Might.
He's got a Sword of Might, which is -1 AP.
It is strength +1, AP -1.
So -1 AP. He's got 2 attacks.
Yep.
And he's going to have strength 5.
Yes. And Killing Blow, if that matters.
Killing Blow. Sure. The Count's Champion will answer it.
Okay.
He's likely to die, but
What's the weapon skill on the Count's Champion?
he is going to be a 4, I believe. Still less than you.
So hitting on, nope, the same.
We'll double check then. It might be relevant.
Weapon
Make
skill
sure that they are
4.
weapon skill 4.
And Great Swords, Count's Champions, weapon skill 5.
Is he really?
Yes, he is.
Oh, so you hit on 4s. Probably still kill him.
4 to 5. Getting a hit.
Wound on
3s.
3s. Oh.
Typical. Okay. Well, I might as well do the rest of my attacks then.
Yeah, just go through all your attacks. 'Cause everything you have is before mine.
Captain into the Great Swords. Just his hand weapon, getting 1 hit. 4s to wound, no wounds. Then I got 3 spears, one of which is a champion. This spear into the Great Swords. Hits. Wounds.
Wounds on a full plate. Saves.
Champion and this spear into the Knights.
2 hits.
1
1
wound.
wound. 2+ saves.
And then I will attempt his assailment. So 7+.
Whew.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9. It finally goes up.
I will attempt my Fated Dispel.
That equals.
9 equals.
All right. So I need a scatter die and 2d6. So it centers on the unit. Your centers are kind of off to the side here now, right?
So does it?
So, like-
well, does it touch you?
Well, no, it says it centers on a unit he's engaged with, and then it scatters. So it'll be like right here on the both
Centers
in
is
the
gonna be
middle
on
and then
the-
on him, on his head, because that's the center of the back rank. And then it scatters back towards me. Oh wait, how much is it?
Is it
Scatters
D6?
D3 + 1. Sorry. So I'll just
Yeah, you'll
keep
have to
that,
reroll that
and
one.
then
So
2.
2.
So that's not going to hit me, but it will only hit potentially 4 guys. So it's not even covering quite these guys. So that's all.
Yeah,
on
the
a
new
4+.
frontage means it shouldn't be able to reach more than 3.
So I'll confirm on 2, and then strength 3 to toughness 4.
No, toughness 3.
Oh, they really?
Yeah, they're
Oh,
human
okay.
still.
Well, either way, 1 wound, no AP.
Okay, 2+.
Hey! I killed a knight. Okay.
Don't like it.
And then he has a hand weapon and 1 attack. And weapon skill 3. So that doesn't hit or does? Yeah, it does hit.
Yeah.
Strength. No wound.
Okay.
All right. So that was bad.
So the attack's
Now you
back.
get to hit back.
We're going to hand this off to you so I can roll some dice.
Yep. All right.
We'll go first with the Count's Champion in the challenge.
Yep.
So he actually has a better weapon skill.
Yep.
Surprisingly. 3s.
1 hit. Wounding on 2s.
Yeah, wounding on 2s. We'll roll that because that's very definition of cocked. Wounds.
Okay. I have light armor, but I have my ward save 6+. Is it 6+ or 5+ from the Talisman of Protection?
Talisman of Protection is a
5+
now. Oh,
I'll
so
get
he
it.
saves. Excellent. So we'll go into the rest of the Great Swords while we're here. So that leaves 3, 4, 5 in the fighting rank. They all have only 1 attack anyway. These are just going to be into... Which one is the battle standard? That one? 2 of them will go to the battle standard. The other ones are just into the unit. So these 2 are the battle standard.
Okay. Okay.
Cannot roll in combat. If anyone's watched the last 3, they'll realize the Empire has never rolled well in combat. So the other ones...
Yep, that tracks.
Why can't these guys be the at least the reroll ones to hit? I should start with the Knights. So 1, wounding on 2s.
Okay.
Into the Knights. We have the champion, and then we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 more.
-1. No, wait, no.
Oh.
Not -1 because... No, this one hit... No, yeah.
No,
sorry,
it's-
assailant doesn't take from the fighting rank, even if it hits the fighting rank. That's,
Not the template assailments.
that's what it was.
Yeah, and it was a template assailment.
Yep.
So 5 of them plus champion. The champion and the banner there are going to attack the wizard. Because forget that assailment spell. 2 hits. Toughness
Just hand
is,
weapons, so strength against toughness 3.
is 3. So just 3s because they actually are strength 4. So 2 wounds.
And that's him dead.
All right, we don't like the assailment.
Oops, sorry.
We do have 2 wounds from him. The other ones are into just spearmen. They need 3s. Of course, they can't get the 1s to reroll, but it is also wounding on 3s is base strength 4. So 2.
Okay, and do thrusting spears have needs 2 hands? I can't remember.
I don't think so.
No, just fighting next strength. So I actually
Yeah,
do get
so
my
you do get-
shield. So 5 up.
Yeah.
I'll save 1.
1. Okay, and then their horses. 3. 4 of them would have been base. 2 and wounding on 4s. No, oh my gosh.
Okay.
But we do still have some combat res.
All right. I need to check one thing before we figure out combat res, so I'll be right back. Okay, so my misunderstanding of disorder charge. So we're going to say that I was able to align against the knights, forcing the great swords to align against me, and then so that would give me the initiative bonus on the knights, so that I could have got the assailant off on them, and then the great swords would have been a base initiative one.
Cleaner. The rest was all fine.
Yeah. So combat res. So Ben has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So he's got 3 wounds. Battle standard, which is also a war banner.
Not a battle standard, but a war banner.
Or sorry, a standard, which is also a war banner.
2 close
rank,
orders.
or 2 close orders and a rank bonus.
Yeah.
And then I got 1 wound, close order, a rank,
banner and battle standard.
and a battle standard that is also a war banner.
Yeah.
So I'm losing by 2. And I'm just gonna give. No, I'm going to.
You're gonna straight give ground.
It's the 2-inch back one because that's.
Yeah, give ground.
Is it good? Oh yeah, it's fall back in good order.
Because
And it's give
you
ground.
were 8, so yeah, you give ground.
Do you wish to fall?
It's going into my turn.
Yes.
So they're both gonna just. I guess it's a test.
You have to test the restraint.
Yeah, so that I can get my charging bonuses. So we'll do the knights.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
So they're 10, but they are veteran, so they do get a reroll.
So.
So they're going to follow up. The Count's champion, or the champions.
They're also veteran, aren't they?
I don't think...
I thought they were. Maybe it's an upgrade for them?
Maybe they are.
Let me double check.
Makes sense,
Great swords, close order, regimental
No,
stubborn.
just stubborn.
No.
So I guess we're both going in.
That might actually be better for me.
It is better for you. Anything involved in the close combat phase, I cannot roll, and the dice gods curse
Which
me.
is why I need to just run
I need to
nothing
just
but
play Wood
cavalry.
Elves. I'm going to play Wood Elves.
Okay, you play what else? I'll play my Bretonian Knights.
That's fine. You can chase 5-man units of archers
You're
around
right,
the
I
field
will.
forever with
You're
fire
right.
and flee.
All right, so the other combat.
We do have other combats.
So we'll do this one real quick because I just get 2 attacks.
Yeah, it should be quick.
They both hit.
Hit, yeah.
They both wound with
-1. So just straight 2 dead.
And halberds are 2 hands, right?
Yes. Okay. So I have 3 left that attack back.
2 hits.
2 hits. 2 wounds.
wounds.
And that's it.
-1. That's my unit. Yeah, because I can't use the shield on them. Okay, and then the flagellants and the priestess. So what is the initiative on your swords? 3?
What do they do when they overrun?
They can test to restrain and pivot on the spot, or they just overrun.
They're gonna, I think, just try and overrun, which is what?
think it was 2d6 straightforward.
4. Which actually is perfect because it doesn't take you out of the charge arc, really.
Okay.
Of them.
So sorry, initiative on swordsman?
So initiative on the swordsman, they're actually no longer getting cool bonuses like, oh, they're just 3s.
All right, so my warrior priest, do you still have any characters or champions?
Nope.
No champion?
I have a champion.
I'll declare a challenge with my warrior priestess.
Fine. He will
You could deny it.
He'll answer the call.
All right, so she's got 2 attacks.
It'd be great if you whiffed in combat like I do, but
That's
I know
fine.
that won't happen.
She has the biting blade, which is, I wrote it down here.
Minus AP.
Oh, it's -2 and armor bane 1.
Yeah, so he's not going to have armor.
Okay, so weapon skill 4.
It's really just, can you miss, please?
So hitting on 3s?
Yeah.
One
Tried.
hit.
Failed a wound. 3s again. Should be base strength 4.
So 1 wound.
And he's got no armor. That's just a champion.
Okay.
I'll just take one off the back.
And then
He's
the
got no champion.
flagellants fight at the same time as your Empire Swordsman. So Prophet of Doom.
Oh, are they the same time?
They're initiative 3, yeah.
Okay.
And then 1, 2, 3 others. So
3.
I'll just... now, importantly, I'm not getting the flail bonuses this turn because they still count as
you
in
don't have
combat.
strength and you don't have hatred.
AP. So, 2 hits.
2 hits. You're just down to base 4s.
Yep,
Of
so
course
2
they
wounds.
both are.
So, 1
Another
dead.
one dead. Now these are at the same time, so that doesn't reduce. We lost the champion, so we do have 5 attacks still. Your weapon skill 3. So 3s, and then just wound on 4s. 1.
Okay, 6 upward. No, so I lose 1. So then combat res. We both get 1 for close order. We both get 1 for a banner. Do you have a magical banner?
No.
Okay. So I'm beating you by 1.
Get a rank.
Yeah.
And which is still 3, 4. Oh yeah. You actually are beating me by 1.
Amazing.
I was gonna say it goes to musician, but no, you do have the +1. Yeah, because I don't have the other rank anymore. So yeah, that'll go to me.
Oh yes, I'm gonna follow. Okay, pursuit. So you roll
have
first,
to pursue.
right?
Yeah. All right.
4?
Well, that's the unit.
Not necessarily. I could roll. No, okay. 10. Oh.
All right.
Okay, so they would just move forward the 4 inches and then reform. So
It's going into my turn, so it's kind of whichever way of the cauldron they want to face.
all right, and that is the end of turn 5. Averland.
Yeah. Starting step, we're going to have a Plague of Rust, but I really don't have any need for it. I'm not going to melee the warrior priest with anything this turn. So we're going to go straight into our charges, which we have done. We would have loved to have had the charging bonus over there. So we'll go right into our remaining moves and be back briefly after a very short amount of movement left. Okay, in the continuation of failing everything this turn, or the last 2 turns, we attempted to teleport the unit to get them out of the charge arc of the flagellants. Utterly whiffed with a roll of 3.
It's it seems that whenever I've not got the camera on when you're rolling for magic, it doesn't work.
Oh, cool. And then I attempted to leadership test for them to march. In the long line of rolling not below a 10 for leadership, they rolled a 10. I don't even remember if it was on camera, but the test to restrain against the Giving Ground Spearman was a 12 with a reroll on the Knight's Veteran to a 10, and the Count's Champion also a 10. And then the break test was a 10, and their large test was a 10. Well, good thing we've got some shooting left, and hopefully they just won't be alive in full strength to charge them, because that's all I had left to move, was that slightly rotate to align with the wall.
Yep.
So they've got a linear bonus, and the mage has moved back to obviously not be anywhere near that progression. We will go right into the shooting.
Good.
Shooting, I think we're going to do the mortar over at the cannons like we've been attempting to do.
Okay.
One of these maybe. You know what? Roll 8s and 10s, Hellblaster. Rolls like a 2 or something small.
I'm going to ask you to reroll the scatter, please.
Come on, that's definitely a hit. Still gonna
Partial
land
hit.
on something.
Yep.
But off the
Strength
crew, can't hurt the gun. Come on, we really needed that. I think that one was yours. I just picked up by mistake. We're gonna go into the Hellblaster.
What's it got to shoot?
I think it's gonna just shoot these motherfuckers.
No,
I shouldn't have said that on the camera.
I don't think so.
Yeah.
I don't think so. I think you're going to be shooting through a high linear obstacle if you go that far of a rotation.
No, that's not high, sir. Is it? Are we saying it's too high?
No, actually. I just don't know if cannons can actually rotate because they are supposed to be on a base.
Oh, no, you can rotate.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then, yeah.
They'd still rotate.
I guess I allow it. I'll allow it.
All right.
Yeah, I'm going to allow it, but you get an automatic 1 misfire.
You can take that, sir.
Yeah, it's fair. Let's see what you roll.
Take that away.
Oh. Oh.
16.
Oh.
20. But we do get to use his ballistic skill then. 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, and 20. So we do get to use his ballistic skill. We're definitely over half.
Mm-hmm. I don't know if the fence would obscure me if I'm not far from it. I mean, if you draw a line between them, yeah, they're obscured, but...
If we're going from here to here... Yeah. Well, say I'll give it to you here.
Okay. Thank you. I appreciate that. So just make the...
Despite that I just fed you a nice little battle standard and a thing. But I'm hoping they're about to get deleted anyway.
We'll see.
So, what's that leave us hit? We do get to
-2.
use his thing, so -2, so we go to 5s again. Boom, 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 boom. A lot of 3s. So only the 4 would have been a difference anyway. Here are 3, 6, 7 of them. Wounding on 2s. 1 more fails.
What's your strength?
So it does have strength 5. You do get your full ward. So that is 6 of them.
I'll save 1.
Well, we're over here. We're going to go right into these handgunners who are not very friendly with you right now. 3, 6, 7, 8. This one's just going to go straight into the unit, although I still need the different dice here because... oh, wait, you still have a champion in there. That champion deserves to get sniped, sir.
No, it doesn't.
Yes, he does. We are under half. So we are just with no movement. Yeah, just straight at 4s and the 3 for the commander or the champion. And then wounding on 3s. Just fail. Your champion's safe.
2 more.
The other unit here is 3.
Now, are
4,
they
5,
over
6,
12
7, 8.
or under 12 now?
They are. It's just still under 12. Yeah,
Oh,
still under 12.
That is a shame.
So there's 5, 6, 7, and a black dice. I'll try and do the same. We need 4s. That's a miss as well. Now, I've got to start randomizing some of these. That one's going to go at 1 target.
No, just roll them one at a time. And I'll roll my saves one at a time.
Well, now I'm just, because it's going to have to put on everyone and then not the unit. So everyone goes on 1. The champion's going to essentially get the targeted one, and it's going to go like that. So all of this, only 1 is going to be on the character randomized, and this is on the champion for sure. The champion for sure takes
Dead.
Wound. The rest are at the unit. So 3.
1 lives. Except, no.
No.
So no, it's just the priestess.
And then the last one was on the priestess really anyway. Does not wound. Your toughness 4.
Was I?
It should be, because you're a character.
Doesn't mean anything. I mean, I feel like I am, but like I'm second guessing that. So she is.
What we are going to do is do the wind blast at her.
She's got magic resistance 1.
Okay. That's a 2. So 5, 6, 7 plus 4 goes to math suddenly goes to 11, back to 10, and it needs an 8 plus. So it does go off.
Faded dispel. Does not work.
So that's the D3 plus 3. So that's 2 plus 3. That is 5. Now that is the strength 5. So that is wounding on 3s. 3. And it is AP 1.
Okay. Heavy armor. So she's dead.
That was the extent of my shooting anyway.
Your shooting is overpowered, sir.
Well, my combat phase sure is not. So
Speaking of,
we're about to go into it.
so your knights will.
Knights are going to go first.
And then the initiative 4.
Initiative 4. Oh, yeah, you have a Witch Hunter.
I think he was initiative 5. Captain, I think, is also initiative 4. Just give me 1 second. I'm trying to move my book without taking out my cannon crew. My poor priestess. Yeah, initiative 5 for the Witch Hunter. And the captain is initiative 4. So he'll go at the same time as your knights. So the Witch Hunter will declare challenge with his sword of might.
Striking at the same time as the knights?
No, before the knights. Initiative 5.
Initiative 5. And he's got a sword of might, which is AP 1 armor bane?
Strength plus 1.
Or
AP 1. No
AP
armor
1.
bane.
Just AP 1. 2 attacks, eh? And weapon skill was 4.
Yep.
Let's go 4. You know what? The maybe the knight champion will accept that.
Okay. Weapon skill?
Weapon skill is 4.
So hitting
4s.
4s. Getting 1 hit.
Reroll that one. Does
wound.
wound.
A -1.
So
And killing blow, if that matters.
it wasn't a 6. So it just goes to his 3. Does make it.
I don't know. You should reroll that one.
That one looked pretty
That was
flat.
pretty angled to me.
That was the only initiative before.
Yep. So then
him.
your champion and my captain will then
So
fight at the same
he'll
time.
do his fight back. Yeah.
Yep. Okay.
Oh, he does. He does.
We roll
the
into
inner
ones.
circle.
Yep. Okay.
Combat phase dice.
Captain doesn't really
I'll do his
matter.
horse because the horse is fighting the challenge.
Oh yeah.
Still misses.
Okay. Captain into your great swords.
Okay. Hits.
Where is that? This
He's just got a hand weapon.
Yeah.
Full plate. Saves
Yeah.
them. Quad 6s. Okay. So the rest of the knights, the champion be out of place. So it'd be, well, I guess actually all the knights will fight. So 3, 4, 5 of them minus the champion. Reroll the 1. I'll reroll that cocked 1. Boom. Now they're needing 3s to hit.
Your weapon skills 4.
Yep.
And yes, I believe there's
And
almost a
then
3.
they are base strength, strength 4. So 3s. We do have 3.
Okay. So 3 wounds at my light armor plus shield save. I'll save 1. So 1, 2.
And then with discounting the champion who's in the challenge, there'd be room for, what is that, 4 horses that could make contact. 2 hits. Wound on 4s. 1 wound. Full armor.
1 more.
And then it would just be the great swords.
Nope, my spearmen haven't fought yet.
Oh, your spearman,
So
yes.
I've lost 3 from the front rank, so I've got 2 characters in the front rank, which leaves me with 1 guy in the front rank, and then 3 guys with supporting attacks from the rear rank, because I'm not on the charge this turn. These are going to go into that unit of greatswords. Nada. Okay.
Now the greatswords, okay. The champion is kitty corner there, so would still be able to fight with his 2 attacks. And then there's a total frontage of 5 or 6. Yeah, total frontage of 6 plus the champion is able to fight. Okay, there's a battle standard there.
And a witch hunter.
A witch hunter's in the challenge.
Oh, right. Yep.
Yeah, so 2 of them, you know what? Even 3 of them are going to attack that battle standard. And then he did 4s to hit. And strength is 5, so they're down to 3s. So 2 wounds at -2.
Full plate. So he's dead. And at that point, I am just going to concede. So we'll be back with a recap. Sorry, man.
That's
yeah.
I
guess you could
don't
still
even say
roll
that
it out.
concede. Just
Right.
just end it because it'll sound better. Because they were going to run, hit the cannon, and then you got nothing left. It's too bad.
No, it's like the what?
Yeah.
Okay. Anyways, so that is the captain. The rest on the unit.
The rest hit, and they needed. No, there's against the regular guys.
Yeah.
2's wound. Yeah.
2, 3, 4. So we're not going to fight the rest of that because they're obviously going to run. You're going to take out the cannons. That's going to be the rest of my army off the field. So that is a sound victory for Hochland yet again. All right, guys. Well, we hope you enjoyed that battle report. The Averland forces have been beaten back into their homeland. They will be requesting some support from the Dwarven holds or maybe the Bretonnian emissaries to their south or something like that.
No thanks. We totally wouldn't ally with the Tomb Kings.
Well, you're not done panning a 1,500-point list of them yet.
I'm not. There's so many skeletons.
That's what I'm saying. Just play more Empire.
The old world of mold lines, guys. For all of you who bought them, like I actually love the old models, but
get
old
rid of
world
the
of
mold.
mold
You don't
lines.
have to get rid of the mold
Oh, they
lines.
haunt me, especially when it's a dry brushing painted army.
That's fair. That's fair. Yeah, so I tried some different things. The Flagellants, once they finally got into combat, they even being charged
combat,
were
but like, yeah,
amazing.
Just painful.
We were talking a little bit. Ben was pointing out I probably should have tried to just charge them straight up. They would have been at least in combat a turn or 2 earlier.
Something would have shot, but then something else wouldn't have been shot.
Maybe, yeah.
The trick is if I'm going to outshoot you, which at this point it was a case of I'm going to outshoot you. You bring the threats in all at once. Like I have enough shooting to deal with you if I space it out over 5 turns.
Fair. I messed up with by not reading the rules correctly, and my Flagellants already started where I shouldn't have put them because I thought they would have come from your table edge.
Yeah.
So
okay.
that didn't help much.
That was strange reading. I was like, I don't know why you think it's weird.
It was just bleed over from Flames of War and other games.
But you know what? There was still like elements that were useful. Obviously, the Flagellants are scary, especially. Sure, I guess it's somewhat my dice have just whiffed in every combat phase across 3 games. Just luck of the dice, nothing you can do. But I mean, those flails are so good in this edition.
Yes,
flails are so good in this edition.
Actually, really has me excited to play Marauders.
Flails. Like honestly, flails are great this edition. Absolutely. And I mean, the other things were still scary. Like just having all of the skirmishing screens was real annoying because it's not worth putting my shooting into them, but it's hard to charge them when they can fire and flee. So like and
the archers for 5 models is only like 35 points.
That's fantastic. I have a unit. If I wasn't knee deep in skeletons, I need to paint
you
the 10 of those. You
could just take a break from the skeletons, man.
But I also don't know. The
viewers want to see bigger Empire games.
I like my force. So at this
how
point,
many points
I've got
is a steam tank? You've already got it painted.
I do have a painted steam tank.
Could
I've never once fielded a steam tank in all of my Empire days of like 4 editions worth of fantasy.
I'll tell you what, I'll bring 500 points of dwarfs, so you can bring a 500-point steam tank.
I am an Empire man who uses black powder and steel. Apparently steel doesn't believe in me, so black powder,
that's
keep
what
it dry.
Steam tanks are, black powder and steel.
Yeah, fair.
But yeah, no, so some great learning. Yeah, the flails, 100%. I'm sold on them. I think the Flagellants might be a centerpiece going forward.
The Outrider. Honestly, I need to get some Outriders. Pistoliers got so gimped with that Impetuous alone. Especially when it outranges their ranged weapons.
That's fair.
But the Outriders are so useful if used right. And that's something you have not
quite figured out. No, I feel like the way I used them in this game was working well. You got a good shot with your Hell Blaster to wipe them off the field, and that is what it is.
It was working good. It literally
slowed down your flank the entire time.
And then just, I think a little bit in Old World, more than list building, like in 40K it's list building, you can download a net list and be great, is you can mess up any list in deployment and your movement positioning. And I love that, but it is a
frustrating.
Finesse. Well, it comes with, I've played a smaller pool of armies than you. So one, I've got a little more practice in where I want to deploy, what elements need to support each other, not block my missile lines of sight. So I have that advantage. That's something when you're changing armies is hard to get down.
That first 2 turns, especially with where the halberds were, I was kind of in my way. And I could definitely tell at that point, like, this was a bad placement.
And when, in 5 or 6 turns, it's in infantry movement, it's very hard to recover if things start getting jammed up, blocked. You lose a turn or 2 turns just trying to realign, and then something is moved out of your charge arc. Real tough. But that's the biggest part of Old World. Old World is the movement game. You can have the worst list, and dice are going to help you, affect that. Movement phase is where it's going to be, and movement phase starts in deployment. And so there's a lot there. I've got this army pretty dialed in. The dice might betray me a time or two, throw my plans into hijinks, but I've got it pretty dialed in as far as how I like to play it, and usually it's pretty effective. And you're still experimenting with things. We got to see some new stuff though, so that was fun.
No, it was great having the archers out, and I'm in love with
flagellants.
flagellants. I'm not gonna lie.
You brought the cannons at the Witch Hunter. First time we've seen them.
More flagellants now.
It's the first time I've tried Inner Circle Knights, and I'm not sure. They got into combat,
really
but the only time they got into combat was kind of a weighted fight anyway.
Yeah, well.
But I mean, the regular knights were not delivering. None of my combat phases have been delivering. That might not even be their fault. But I think I'm gonna try and run them a bit more. They've got a lot of advantages over the regular knights that I didn't realize.
The extra strength, the extra weapon skill.
They had the strength and the weapon skill.
The re-rolling ones.
Okay. Yeah, but the veteran can be handy if you don't roll double sixes all the time for your leadership.
He tried.
That can be real handy for those restrains, those reforms, those marching. There's a lot of times where you're going to want those in a maneuver unit that could risk being overextended. And the reroll ones, I think I got to reroll 1/1 because they just give me the twos.
But it's good to have it as an
super
option.
handy.
I don't know that it necessarily makes up for the cost that they are, because they're expensive.
They're expensive. They're a lot of points over regular ones, and they switch out of your core to special. So that's a balancing act. I was close to losing too many core points in the force, but the reroll ones, that's when they get their full plate back. Losing full plate has hurt the Empire a lot, that armor superiority they used to have. But there's a lot of things there. I liked it. I like the force. It plays well. It can adapt to different missions.
It's fun to play against. That mage, I just can't. Maybe I should just give up on magic. I don't know. Or take a level 1 wizard with nothing but like as many Dispel Scrolls as he can carry. Like, I don't know what to do about your magic, because your magic is pretty potent.
You know what?
Your list.
You did have it. It is, and you're the same problem you had in the last battle, where your mage spent the entire battle outside of his spell range. You weren't getting to roll dispel chances.
Well, He had a spell on him that was supposed to benefit a unit he's a part of. And that unit kept getting pushed back every time it advanced forward.
Fair. So, I don't know. Maybe you mount him and you put him with the Outriders. It's a risk.
Or take a Pyromancer.
Maybe you put him in a unit that's going to be marching up anyway, like the Halberdiers instead of the Spears, because they're going to be more offensive orientated. You need to be in the range.
Yeah, that's fair.
Because most of my stuff, it's not a magic missile wizard.
When I do get into range, you just dispel me.
Fair, but getting to roll dispel chances is better than not.
Yeah, that's fair.
Sometimes he gets a lot of spells off at very low relatively casting costs, like 8, 9, 10. Even a level 2 is going to dispel them sometimes.
That's fair. Well, we hope you are enjoying our continuing Imperial Civil War content.
Yeah, it's our third game.
Technically the second game of the actual Civil War.
Yeah. Third with this force you've seen. Hopefully I'll get a couple other my old world forces fully painted up and going soon to split it up for you.
Yeah. Well, the next game might be some Beastmen ambushing you as you advance farther into Averland.
I've never fought the Beastmen, so that'll be interesting.
I just need to get a Cygor or some actual Minotaurs, I think. We'll see what I can scrounge up with before we play next. And maybe I can convince him to paint some more Empire, so we can do a 2,000 point game of Empire sometime in the next couple of weeks.
So much painting to do, everybody.
But, oh, I know. It never ends. So let us know what you want to see next. Please comment below any things that we got wrong, or any corrections, or any strategic tips that you have for a guy that is really bad at this game, but loves playing it. Check us out on our social medias if you would like to. Facebook, Instagram, and Discord. I've been trying to post pictures of our painted models on Instagram, including Ben's Tomb Kings when he's got them finished. He also has an Instagram. I'll put a link below to his page there. Discord, we like to hang out and chat, especially on weekends, so you can catch us there. And yeah, so remember guys, we're pulling for you. Just keep your sticks on the ice.
Take care, everybody.